Observe very carefully here. What do you mean by this energy? This is the most common term which we will use in our daily life. You all even use in when you are speaking with your friends or in our family also. You can say when they are keep on saying some work or when they keep on doing some work, they will say, "I am tired. I don't have energy." Is it yes or no? Everybody. That is a common word we will use in our daily life. I am very tired. I don't have energy. Like that, people will say if someone is saying, keep on insisting us to do some work. Is it right or wrong? Everybody? Yes, please.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
So that is what. Now, what is mean by this energy? Observe very carefully. Now, let me take two persons from our team. Now, good morning, Abrami. Happy New Year. So now let me take 2 hours now. As we are having two girls now. So let me take a girl one is Mitakshri and girl two is Abhirami. Now I am asking them to suppose for example writing work. Both are having the same writing work only. Now I will ask them to start like whatever it is they have to write keep on writing only. Now you can see for example let me consider Mitakshri can write even 8 hours continuously without taking any rest, but Abhirami after writing 5 hours or 6 hours 5 to 6 hours she cannot able to write, she will become tired. Means in the sense of tell me who will be having more energy, who is possessing more energy, who is having more capacity to work, or who is having less capacity to work? Anybody? Yes, please. You
First case is having more
first,
capacity to.
first case, they're having more capacity to do the work. Now, let me take one more example. Now, this is Mr. Kaushik and this is Mr. Noor. Now, if you have taken, Mr. Kaushik can carry 10 kg load even in 1 kilometer. Do you understand, everybody? But Noor cannot carry the same 10 kg load even 500 meters also. Now, who has been done more work? Anybody? Who has been done more work?
Kau-
Mr. Kaushik or Mr. Noor? Everybody? Mitakshri, Abhirami? See that they are carrying the load is same. Both are 10 kg, 10 kg. But he can travel even 1 kilometer. He cannot travel even 500 meters. Means who is doing the more work done? Everybody? Yes, please.
Kaushik, sir.
Kaushik. Same way. Let me take one more example. Now, let me take again Mr. Harish and Mr. Kaushik will be there. Now, Mr. Harish cannot even lift 50 kg load, but Kaushik can lift. Kaushik can lift even 100 kg load without any support. Now, tell me, who is having more energy? Who is having more capacity? Anybody?
Kaushik, sir.
That is what. How you are saying based upon the action, based upon the work done by the person. So, whatever the work done from the case of Mitakshri and Abhirami and Noor and Kaushik and Harish and Kaushik, whomever it is. So, who is doing the more work? Based upon that, we are saying they are having more energy or less energy. Everybody, they are having the more energy. Do you understand, everybody? So, a person who is possessing more energy can do more work or less work. Anybody can do more work or less work? Can do
More.
work. So, that is why in our daily life we use the term energy very, very frequently in so many examples. Even you can take, like as I told one person, like always I will say, from this 50 kg and 100 kg competition, I will say Mr. Kaushik is more energetic than Harish. Is it yes or no? Means in the sense of Kaushik can do more work than Harish or less work than Harish. Everybody, Kaushik can do more work than
More.
Harish. Do you understand, everybody? So that is you have to remember more work than Harish he can do it. So that is why you can see we can say a man Kaushik having more capacity to do the work or less capacity to do the work. Everybody, by seeing our observation, what we can say? He's having yes, please. What is that? He's having more capacity to do the work or less capacity? He's having more capacity. That is what you can see. Even eating competition, we can keep. One person can eat 1 kg biryani, another person can eat 2 kg biryani. Who is having more capacity to eat? 1 kg or 2 kg? Yes, please. Even we can say if somebody of your friends are eating 10 idli, 20 idli, we can say, understanding, oh, he is having very big stomach. His capacity is more. Basically, your mother or your friends will ask, what is your capacity eating? Rendu dosa, moonu dosa, anju dosa, like that we people will discuss. So what is that number? That is our capacity. Do you understand, Mithakshri, what I'm saying? Yes or no? So that capacity is more. The capacity to do work is greater. Then we can do more work or less work. Everybody? Yes, please. All of you. If the capacity is more, then we can do more work or less work. Harish?
More work, sir.
Understanding means what do you mean by this capacity? This capacity to do the work is only actually based upon the a body which is in the terms of that is what the energy of a body, the person who is having a energy, greater energy, he can do more work or less work. Suppose I'm having more energy than you people, so that I can do more work or less work. Everybody, yes, please. Respond. So that is what capacity means. What do you mean by this capacity means? So energy of a body is measured in terms of what? Mitakshri, we are measuring in the terms of what? Measured in terms of based upon what you are saying. Mr. Kaushik is stronger than Harish. Mr. Kaushik is stronger than Harish. Now Mitakshri is stronger than Abhirami. How you are saying? Based upon work done by them. Is it yes or no? Please respond. That is what you have to.
Yes, sir.
So, energy of a body is measured in terms of, understand, the amount of work done. Amount of work done by the body. So that is what you all should need to remember. So that is why if your body does more work, it means it has more energy, less energy. Everybody. If your body is doing more work, is it having more energy or less energy? Answer to my question. Yes, please. Nobody.
More energy, sir.
More energy. So understanding if anybody can doing the more work means they're having more energy. That is what you have to remember it. So all of us should remember we cannot see this energy, but we can see the effect of energy. Same way like a force. So is there possible to see the force? Anybody? Mr. Harish? Is it possible to see the force? Is it possible to see the force? Everyone? Nobody? We cannot see the force, but we will feel the effect of force. Do you remember second chapter? Second chapter we studied. What do you mean by force? Push or pull of an object. Do you remember? Is called as force, and we are having 5 effects of forces. Do you remember, Mitakshri? Force and Newton's law, force and laws of motion. So we cannot see the force, but we can feel the effect of force. I hope everybody forgot that. Huh? That's fine. So effect of force. Same way, we cannot see the energy. We cannot see the energy. But what we can do, we can feel the effect of energy. Do you understand, all of you? So same way like a force. Effect of energy we can feel, but we cannot see the energy. For example, let me take sir house. Sir. Now, for example, I have given you two wooden planks, wooden pieces now, and one 5 mm nail, and another one nail, iron nail. Now here also iron nail. Now 5 mm. Now Mr. Noor and Mr. Kaushik is hammering with the help of hammer. They're trying to put this nail into the wooden block. Now, Mr. Noor has hit one time. He has noticed that only 2 mm nail is went inside the wood and remaining 3 mm is outside. Now, Mr. Kaushik is hit with one time, so that entire nail is gone stuck into the wooden block. So means almost 5 nail is went inside. Means in the sense of who is exerting more energy? Everybody? All of you.
Cow-
Exerting the more energy. Yes, Mr. Kaushik. How? You cannot see his energy, but how you are saying he is exerting more energy? Anybody? In what way you are saying, everyone? Based upon the nobody. Based upon the what?
Concept of energy, sir.
That is what the based upon the a driving nail. Understanding? Driving nail into the wooden block. So in the case of Kaushik, entire nail is driving into the wooden block with a single shot. But in Noor case, still only little amount is went inside. So based upon that, I can say Mr. Kaushik is exerted more energy than Mr. Noor. So that is why, but I cannot show how much energy is Kaushik is exerted. I can show only in the form of something based upon the what? Energy of your body is measured in terms of what, guys? Everybody, in terms of
Amount of work done.
amount of work done. That is what you have to remember it, all of you. Understanding? Now, you might be remember it. Now, I will ask you to hammer it. For example, if this is the piece of wood, if this is the piece of the wood, you might be all experience it. Now, a person is trying to break that wood with the help of hammer. Now, tell me, is the person will directly hit from this distance, or the person will bring it back and will forcefully will, hit the axe? Anyone can tell? Why he is bringing the hammer back to his hands and going and hitting the wood? Why can't he hit from just above from it? Anybody?
To create energy, sir.
Yes. Why? More energy or less energy, Harish?
More energy, sir.
That is why means observe. If a person is hitting the hammer on this, that axe on this wooden block from the less distance, so he can apply less energy or more energy. He can apply only less energy. So if energy is less, is it possible to break the wood? Is it possible to break the wood? Everybody, it will take
No.
more time. It will take more time to break the wood into two pieces. So that is why in this case, work done is very, very less. Do you understand, everybody? So he has to hit so many times continuously when he is hitting from the small distance. But if you take the same hammer from the same axe from the back and he forcefully will hit. So observe very carefully. Now hammer is traveling more distance or less distance. Hammer is traveling more distance or less distance. Distance traveled by the hammer. All of you, check it. What will happen? Nobody responding. Distance traveled by the hammer is more or less. Yes, please. Nobody? More.
No,
The force exerting is also will be high. So that is what you have to remember. For example, in this picture, you can notice it, all of you. So here you see that the person is bringing the axe very far away from him. Why he is bringing? Why can't he hit from this smaller distance? Anybody? What is the reason behind? He is putting back to create more energy or less energy. Everybody see here, this much far he is hitting, so that more energy will exert or less energy will exert. Mr. Hari Jairas? Yes, please, Kaushik. Nobody will answer.
More energy, sir.
More energy. That is what. So when he is keeping the axe very far away from it, so that the distance traveled by the axe will be more. Do you understand it? So that he will exert greater force, greater energy or less energy. More energy will be, greater energy will be exerted. So that is the reason more energy will be exerted. That is the reason while he is breaking the wood, understanding, he will travel the axe in a longer distance. If the distance is greater, you can see the raised axe has energy stored in it. If this axe is allowed to fall on a log of wood, it can do the work in cutting the wood into two pieces. So if you raise more energy will be stored. If you raise the less distance, less energy will be stored. Are you clear? Understand, Mitakshri, Abhirami? Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason why a person is breaking. If he is trying to cut the log of woods, understanding? Then always you can see, even in our surroundings also, if anybody like your in your in front of your home and all, so they cannot hit the wooden log with a small distance. So because by the time the stored energy will be very less. So if he lift more back and he will hit forcefully, so that he can exert more force on the wooden block, so that he can cut the wooden block into pieces like this. That is what we will say. He's doing more work compared to like if you are hitting the wooden block from the longer distance by lifting the axe very height, so that he can exert the more energy, so that more work is done. Understand, Mr. Harizeras? So, always whatever the energy exerted by a person, we people will measure in the form of only one thing. Because as we cannot see the energy, only we can measure the amount of energy based upon the what, guys? Based upon the amount of
Work done.
work done by the body. So that is what you have to remember. Okay. Now, one more question here. So observe very carefully. As we noticed it, a raised hammer is having more energy, which do the work. Understanding can do the more like it will insert like a Kaushik and nose case. So now whose hammer is lifting more distance? Now check it very carefully. Noor and Kaushik. Whose hammer is lifted more longer distance after the case of axe? Tell me, everybody. Whose hammer is lifting far and coming back forward? Everybody. Kaushik or Noor's?
Cow.
Kaushik. Understand? So that is why his hammer is lifted up very far, so that more energy is stored. So that is the reason his nail is completely driven into the wood. But in Noor case, he is not hitting from the longer distance. Longer means not he. The hammer should go long distance and forcefully it should come and will hit. So then he can exert the more force, more work done. That is what you have to remember. So same way, every case, whatever it is. So all of you observe very carefully. Whatever the energy possessed by the body, that is what I can do the work. If my body will give more energy, I can do more work or less work. Everybody, I can do more work or less work. Mr. Aswin Balaji, I can do more work or less work. If my body is possessing more work, my body is releasing more energy, I can do more work or less work. That is what I am asking. Anyone?
More work, sir.
More.
work, sir.
Understanding? So all of you should remember that. So based upon my energy possessed by my body, I can say what work I can done and how much work I can done. If my body is releasing more energy, I can do more work or less work. Everybody. Yes, please.
More work.
More work. So that is what I will say. The energy may be defined as, all of you remember, a capacity or ability of a body to do the work. That is what we will say. What is energy? Please learn the definition first. Energy. Okay. So what do you mean by energy, everybody? Capacity, that is what I will say. My capacity is 5 dosa, your capacity is 10 dosa, like that. But capacity is what? How much you can eat. Same way, the capacity or the ability, understanding? Ability of a body or a object to do the work, to do work is only called as energy. What is energy definition, everybody? Capacity to do work or ability to do work is only called as energy. Any doubt, Mitakshri? Harish?
No, sir.
Okay, clear? All of you? Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what is the definition of energy? Everybody? capacity to do work or ability to do work. That is what we can do. So my ability, for example, once again I'm saying, so my ability, like let me take my ability, I can climb even I can walk even 5 kilometers. Understanding? But some other person of you, you can walk even maximum 2 kilometers only. So who is having more ability? Who is having more ability? Me or some other person? Yes. So I can walk more distance so that my body is possessing more energy or less energy. Everybody?
More
More
energy.
energy.
My body is possessing more energy so that I can do more work or less work. I can do
More work.
more work. That is what you have to remember. Understand everybody? Understand Mitakshri? So if my body is possessing more energy, I can do more work. If my body is possessing less energy, possessed means released, then I can do less work. That is what you have to remember. So all of you should remember, again I'm saying, the unit of SI unit of energy is joules. What is the SI unit of energy? Everybody? Joule. Understanding? But remember, we cannot write Newton into meter in the case of energy. Is it okay? Everybody, Abhirami, Harish, very, very serious. And this is the most difference between energy and work done. What is the work done SI unit? Everybody, work done SI unit. Work done. Work done also what?
Joules.
Joule only. Understanding? But in the case of work done, we will write 1 joule is equals to how much? 1 joule is equals to 1 Newton into
1 meter.
1 Newton into, open your mouth, 1 Newton into 1 meter. Understanding? But in the case of energy, you cannot write in place of joule, Newton meter. Okay, Mitakshri, what I'm saying? Understand? So both energy and work done. What is the SI unit of energy and work done? Everybody. What is the energy and work done SI unit, guys?
Joule, sir.
Joule only. Understanding? But what is the difference? Energy, we will write only joules. But work done in place of joules, what I can write? Everyone. We can write Newton into. Nobody will say. Newton into meter.
Meters.
You have to remember. Clear, everybody? So both energy and work done, SI unit is joule only. But in place of work done, I can write Newton meter, but I cannot write Newton meter for energy. That is you have to remember. Any doubt in this? Ask. Mr. Kaushik, clear? No. That
Yes,
is
sir.
that is what I can say. For example, now let us comes to here. My body can release 100 joules of energy. So that what is the work done? Work done I can do. Anybody? What is the work done by me? Anyone? How much work done I can do? My body is releasing 100 joules of energy. So how much work done I can? Anybody? Nobody. I can also finish how much work done? 100 joules of work done. Understanding? If my body is possessing 1000 joules of energy, then how much work done I can do? Everybody,
1000 joules, sir.
1000 joules of work done. So, all of you observe, whatever my body will do, my body is releasing more energy, more work done I can. My body is possessing less energy, less work done I can. So is it true or not? If I'm having more energy, I can do more work or less work. Everybody. What happened? I'm having more energy so that I can do more work or less work. All of you.
More
More
work,
work.
sir.
More work. If I'm having less energy, less work. The same thing.
Less work.
From this, you can understand one statement. Anybody can tell me the statement, what will happen? The energy, understanding as we know, defined as the capacity or ability of a body to do the work. So that work is equals to how much? Amount of energy possessed by the body. Is it yes or no? Can I say that, Harish? The work done by a body, which is equals to amount of energy possessed by the body. Is it right or wrong? Mr. Aswin Balaji? Yes, please, all of you. That is what I can say, right? The amount of energy possessed by the body, the amount of energy, the amount of energy possessed by the body, sorry, by a body is equal to the amount of work the body can do, amount of work the body can do when the energy is released, when the energy is released. Understand, everybody? Clear, everyone? So that is why now how much energy is released by body, how we can measure? Metakshari, suppose you have to find what is the energy released by your body. So how you can find? Anyone? We cannot see the energy, but we can see what? We can measure in the form of what? You should tell. I should not every time. What I can say?
Effects of
In the effects of energy. Effects of energy means in the sense of what? In the form of work done. Do you understand it? So suppose my body is released 100 joules of energy, means how much work done? How much work is done by me, which is equals to what?
100
100
joule work done.
100
joules.
joules. That is what you have to say. So that is why, thus we can say that the amount of energy is measured in terms of amount of work done. Please note down. In terms of amount of work done. Clear, everybody? Anything doubt you can ask. Clear with Akshri? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
that is you have to remember. So I can say, so since energy is the amount of work, since energy is the amount of work. So what is the SI unit of energy? All of you. What I can say, SI unit of energy is equals to, what is that? SI unit of energy.
SI unit of work done, sir.
SI unit of work done. That is what? Joule. So please note down. SI unit of work done. Clear, Mr. Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please make it. Now, if I'll say, for example, if my body is possessing 1 joule of energy, means how much work done I can do? Anybody?
1 joule of work done, sir.
1 joule of work. That is what you have to remember. Okay, everyone? If a body possesses 1 joule of energy, it means the body has the capacity of doing how much work done? 1 joule of.
1 joule of work done.
Please remember, if a body possesses 1 joule of energy, Abhirami, understand, Abhirami? It means the body, has the capacity of doing 1 joule of work. Clear, everybody? Anything doubt you can ask. All of you? So now tell me, based upon this, as we all know, work done is a scalar quantity. Work is the scalar quantity. Now what about the energy? That is what my question. Please respond. Work is the scalar quantity. What about the energy? Energy is also what? There is no direction for the energy. I'm not saying that energy is applied in forward direction, backward direction, upward direction, downward direction. So energy is also what quantity it is. Everybody.
Scalar
Scalar
quantity.
quantity.
Scalar quantity only. So please make it. That is what you have to remember. Not until here. Anything doubt you can ask. So it has only magnitude but no direction. Remember that. No direction. Clear everyone? Yes? That
Yes,
is
sir.
what you know. Okay. So do it fast. Till here anything doubt you can ask me. Note down neatly whatever it is. So hope everybody understand what is energy. Anything doubt? Anybody you can ask. Okay. So what is the unit of energy? Everybody?
Joule, sir.
Joules.
Joule, sir.
Okay. That is now joules. Unit of energy. Unit of energy is equals to SI unit is joules. Now, first question. Define 1 joule. Define 1 joule. Write the definition. Define 1 joule. Right. The energy required to do 1 joule of work. The energy required to do the energy required to do. Mr. Aswin, are you understanding? Required to do 1 joule of work done. The energy required to do 1 joule of work, 1 joule of work is 1 joule energy. Clear, Harish? That is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, bigger units. Sir, it is a smaller unit. What about the bigger unit? If you take bigger unit, kilojoule is the bigger unit of energy. 1 kilojoule. Kilojoule is the bigger unit, which will represent with a capital K and capital J. Sorry, small k and capital J. Kilojoules. So 1 kilojoule is equals to 1,000 joules. This is the bigger unit of energy. That is why you can see if you eat the chocolate, so many of you are eating chocolate and whatever it is, the food items every day. You might be notice it above the paper. They have been mentioned. If we eat the chocolate, we will get 50 kilojoules of energy, 100 kilojoules of energy, like that. Have you noticed it, everybody? Yes, please. Chocolate, Cadbury, Dairy Milk, and all. Yes, Mitakshri. Any food. If you eat that, you'll get this much energy. They'll be mentioned like that. Have you noticed it? Nobody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is indicating amount of energy which you are getting by eating that given food. That is what it is. So if you eat that food, you must get that much energy. That is the meaning of mentioning that. You can check it. 1 10 rupees dairy milk, you might be getting 180 kilojoules of energy. They have been written 150 to 180 kilojoules of energy. Top, you can check it. It will be written with the big letters only. You might be find it. Just next time when you're eating, as it is today New Year, if you're eating the chocolate, you just please check it, verify it. Clear, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Completed. Mr. Noor, understand Noor?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what it is. Next, we are going to study types of energies and as well as